I broke the news for Debbie because she was obviously a little bit scarred for releasing it on her social media, so she kept it private. But I told her she has to put it in the forefront, and then if she's feeling a bit conservative about it, I'll do it for her. So that's what I did. This was a month and a half ago or something. I'm pretty sure 6 weeks. And then obviously the footage, she shared it to me. I put it out in public, and then it went viral on social media. I mean, within a day or two, and everyone knew about what kind of man that she was involved with. So because obviously she's physically strong, like she's a rugby player and a boxer, she endured obviously you guys saw the footage, it's crazy. She endured that, and any normal female would most likely lose their life. That was some horrific thing. Like, she, full force of a weapon on her head, most people would die, like especially a female. So she endured that. She reached out to me to do that for her. That's what I did, demonizing this disciplined forces man who was undisciplined. Obviously, there was mixed emotions, and they were like, all right, he has the right to do this and that, but they just represent the mindset. Even some educated friends of mine who went to uni and stuff, who shared their viewpoints and said that, yep, he was disciplining and she was wrong. And then instantly they were like, she was cheating. And the PNG man mindset is like, if a woman is promiscuous, beat her up. They don't allow any freedom for that. But for me, that's like, it's sick. It's a sickness. So my friends that were in uni and stuff, educated, they were sharing this. Not even animals are more human than these guys. So I was like disgusted. I unfriended them. I blocked them off social media. These are the type of men that I don't even want to get to know. You know what I mean? Because they will represent many wrong things that's wrong with their mindset. So that's what I shared out, and then it got the attention that it needed to get. And then 3 weeks later, and then we had the Gentleman case. So it's just like, the guy was surrendered to the police. I don't know exactly what the process. He got out on bail, and then it's sort of like, how would I say, he didn't get the, how would I say, the consequences that he deserved instantly. So it sort of promoted this, not the promoter, but sort of gave that mindset to this other guy who's obviously in jail, Abosif, and then to, you know, use force and stuff, and then in a way too, it affected the other outcome of that too, because he saw that that guy didn't get his just punishment. Obviously everything was going in process, but obviously he got stepped down from his post in the military and all that. But it sort of prompted that for the way I see it. I was there too last week for the governor, and they were talking about NCD governor about what we can do and stuff, and then a lot of people, Dr. Fiona was there, and she said the same thing, enforcement, as Ruth was saying, enforcement is a massive thing, and it's just what happens in a community. It's like, I told the governor, it's just about the citizens being active, you know what I mean? Like, talk in your male circles, like the guys share ideas, like what you're doing wrong, and then openly talk about it. And then also, just being active. When you see your brother or sister or someone that's enduring this or doing this, you have to step up. You have to step in the moment and then diffuse that. It's your responsibility. You don't have to let it happen and the police to step in. It's ingrained in some of these men, the modern, like the guys my age and younger who have this mindset. It disturbs me. And then now hearing Ruth and everyone, Hannah and everyone share it, it's overwhelming. It's like me trying to pull cool sea into the ocean and expecting you to turn red. Like, I'm hearing all this, and it's honestly, I'm a guy and I feel overwhelmed. I can't imagine what it feels like for a woman to see, not only come up in a tough environment that's PNG, but endure in the close proximity of your family and your community and all that, and have to endure it. I'd go insane. Like, I'm hearing it and I'm just like, this is not a battle. It is legitimate war, like a domestic war we're fighting in this whole scope that's PNG. So Debbie's case, Debbie, in fact, obviously put it in the forefront, FSV, all that. And then she, actually the military officer's mother went to Debbie and then wanted to stop her from reporting this, saying that, like, you know, you shouldn't do this. You know, you're gonna spoil his name. You're gonna get him fired. And I was disgusted. I was like, how can a mother, another woman, defend the wrongs of her own son? So I mean, it resonates too generally in the female population. To some mothers, actually, and then aunties and stuff, they condone those things happen. They don't realize that they're women too. Like, I don't know, like, do they feel like they're from Mars? We're all from the same planet. Like, it applies. If it happens to a woman, all women face it. When someone does wrong, it's black and white. You have to be tough. Even if it's your family member, this and that, if they do wrong, absolutely. Let the Lord decide, and then leave it as that. You don't have to use your influence, try to sugarcoat it and then water it down. I feel that too in the female perspective. Some mothers and aunties and even sisters, they do that, and that's totally wrong. That's a sickness too in itself. And in association with that, the men too, how would I say, if they can beat their female partners, their wives, their girlfriends, but if it's their mother or sister that gets beaten by another guy, they'll come in all their tribesmen and say, all right, what did you do? I'm gonna belt you. It's psychotic. Like, I don't get it. It just does my head in. Like, people don't see, it's a lot of gray areas when there shouldn't be, just black and white. So it's just, I just feel exhausted talking about this, honestly. Like, I'm an athlete, but I'm out of breath just talking about this. It's just mentally exhausting, like just imagining this war we're trying to fight. And then, I mean, there's many things wrong with PNG, but this is a big one. And yeah, honestly, I'll cut it short. I'm exhausted.